Hey everybody, back again. This laid back retro gamer. My other video, if you guys took a look at it, that was my tagged response to Cessna Ace. Um, Really great guy on here. Everybody knows him. He's becoming a bit of a YouTube retro gaming celebrity, I guess you could say. But yeah, so back again, and this is my second tag video response within the past few days. But I figured I would just make both of them today when I had some time. Um, my really close YouTube friend and colleague XFile2708 was just tagged, I believe, yesterday, and I was one of the 5 users that he chose. So I'm honored about that because he's just a great person. I really can't say enough about him. So 5 facts. I guess this would be facts 6 through 10 if you've seen the first video. I'm a pretty big horror movie fan. Like I used to, collect many of the DVDs. I used to be like really into sci-fi, like series like Blade Runner, and I guess if you consider Star Wars, like 100% science fiction, not really. And then some of that spun off into like the anime stuff, like Vampire Hunter D, and I've mentioned some of those before, like Robotech. I'm actually wearing the Robotech T-shirt right now. Um, so yeah, I like the regular series that most people have heard about, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween. But I'm also into some of the Italian directors like Lucio Fulci, Dario Argento, Lamberto Bava. Guys like that. But my favorite director of all time is George A. Romero. Um, the second fact about me, I don't know if that really sticks so much today, but when I was younger, I didn't really like any type of clothes that contained like stripes on it. And I guess, I mean, some of you could poke some fun at me about this, but when I was really little, I guess it ties into, if you guys remember the My Buddy doll, and then they made the movie Child's Play, and it was very similar to My Buddy, that doll, and then there was also a kid's sister, but I used to be kind of terrified of that, and I remember there was a few nights watching those movies that I ended up sleeping in bed with my parents. But then I never really wanted striped shirts because it always would like remind me of Child's Play, and I didn't like it, and I couldn't really sleep right after I watched those movies. But I mean now, of course, they don't bother me whatsoever. Um, the third fact is that I've lived on Long Island, New York, my entire life. 27 years of age right now. Well, actually, my whole life minus about 10 months. We moved um, into the house that I was living at when I was 10 months old. My family came in from Flushing, Queens, and then I've been living out here my whole life. It's alright, but I mean, I'd like to venture out and visit some other places. Um, the fourth fact is I really don't have very much of an art ability at all. Like, I mean, I tried some of these, these books that like teach you how to draw, like cartoons and caricatures and different things like that. I mean, what I do like to do is, with the light box, like with the tracing of things, like with the transparency paper, and that's kind of cool. But then you don't really need too much art ability to go over what someone else did. Um, and the last fact is, I mean, on and off, I'm a pretty avid reader. If you guys have probably seen in one of my other videos, I had the Twilight poster up behind me on my wall, and I'm not really like a big, Twilight fanboy or anything. The movies, well, the movie Twilight really wasn't all that great. It could have been much better. I mean, I will see New Moon when it comes out. I believe it comes out November this year. But as for the Twilight series, the 4 books, I've gone through those, cover to cover 2 times, and I don't own the DVD or anything like that. It's just, I don't really want to add that to my collection, and I don't really own that much Twilight stuff. Just a poster. I have like a bookmark. Um, I think I have a ring from Twilight and maybe one other small item like a keychain or something. That's about it. I was really much more into it, back then when it was like first coming out. But Stephanie Meyer is my favorite author. She also wrote this other great book called The Host, which is pretty much like a sci-fi thing. It's kind of like an invasion of the body snatchers, but with a different twist on it. I don't really want to give away too much of it. But yeah, so that's my response to my good friend XFile2708, and I hope you guys like it. And like I said about the whole, tagging back process, I'm currently, thinking about a number of people to tag, and then if I end up doing that, I will let everyone know who they are, probably on their comments section of their page, and or via a PM. But yeah, so I'm still um, talking to my nephew and stuff about that, because he had a couple people in mind as well. But alright, so that's about it. And I should have a couple more videos up later. I might be doing some gameplay footage of I'm not even sure what. And then I'm waiting on 2 more packages. I hope the one big one comes today, and then I can make a video on it. But alright guys, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot.